but it is Wednesday. We are late. It's fine. We weren't even sure if it was just going to be one of us today. I was running late. Mark is absent. Alec is here. I am here. Brian is sick. It has been interesting. So I was like, oh man, I'm running late. I'm gonna have to make it to the show. And then usually what happens is lately, Brian would already have it open, and I would just jump in. But yeah, it's all good. We are here. We're getting it done. So yeah. Alec, what's up, man?
Nothing much. I am reeling from the news of Judkins since I have him in my Scott Fishbowl draft. I'm not sure if you heard during our last episode on Wednesday, but he got arrested in Fort Lauderdale, which I was 25 minutes. I was in Fort Lauderdale. So I was like, I'm very tempted to go to that jail and just smack him around a little bit.
I would love outside for you
that,
to do that.
I'm doing great.
I don't think the vision of you doing that probably won't be the outcome you would think it would happen. That man
I'm also
that man could probably beat up everyone in chat and us together.
For sure, 100%. I'm also the crazy guy that one time. Just a quick story. I met Alshon Jeffrey and his personal trainer because back when I lived in Washington State, his personal trainer got his haircut at the same place I did. So that's how I met Alshon Jeffrey, and I tried to do a 1v1 against him, and he very politely declined. And I know it's clearly because he was going to get mossed by me. Obviously, he totally wasn't just going to one hand, T-pose on my ass. No way. So, yeah. But no, I'm good. I'm happy to be here. And I hear it's a special one today. We're doing NFC North. Tell me about that.
So last week we did the AFC North. Now we're going to get the other North. That was not planned. It just so happened to be that way. And it sucks because this is Brian's division. I know he would probably love to talk about this, but I've given him his whole episode on Tuesday for that show anyway, so it's fine. There's a legit Bears show. If you guys don't know, the Bears have their own show here on this channel on Tuesdays, every Tuesday. How does that man not, honestly, I think this is the first time he's not behind a camera today. And that's only because he's under the weather. But if he's not under the weather, that man is behind a camera. And what's funny, because he used to make fun of me that I was behind the camera all the time past years until things have just changed up. And then now it's kind of interesting to see how it goes. But yeah, what is up, Kints? How are you? Derpy's also in the house. Hello. Good afternoon.
Speaking
good night.
of Byron, he's actually in the
it's
draft.
Brian. Say Brian Westbrook for me.
Brian Westbrook.
Now say Brian Waller.
Brian Waller.
There you go. You just said his name. No more Byron, please. Put some respect on that man's name. But yeah. But here's Terry McLaurin. He's getting traded. Apparently, he's frustrated. I just want to touch base on that real quick. I don't know if you've heard about that. But he's basically wants to stay in Washington, but then they're kind of spreading rumors that may or may not get traded. I don't know. But yeah, dude, I don't know.
Yeah, no, that I've heard that, but have you also heard about Stewart for the Bengals wanting to go back to college? That's something we haven't heard of in a long time since Bo Jackson.
But honestly, though, it's the man's career. That's what they want to do. That's what they do. All right, for the whole college aspect of things, we see it all the time every year. High priority top prospects decide to not go into the draft and they stay into the privilege. So depending on what happens on whatever situation the players want to do, for instance, we have Arch Manning, who probably may or may not stay. And everyone's predicting him to be the number one draft pick, right?
Right, already. Yeah.
But that man hasn't even made the actual final decision. The mallet has not dropped. So I'm just curious on how it's going to happen. So It depends on how whatever they decide, and I don't know. But I think they'll be just fine with Jamar Chase, anyways. I don't think they really need anything with involving with the Bengals and all that, anyways.
Yeah, well, the Bengals are sure fumbling the ball when it comes to paying their guys they need to be paying.
I feel like that's all the time, though. We've been hearing
of course,
like for the past 3 years, we weren't even sure if T. Higgins and Jamar Chase was going to be there 2-3 years ago. If they were going to be able to afford them, and then they reconstructed Burrow, and they're like, okay, well then that means that they're going to lose T. Higgins or Jamar, but yet somehow they managed to keep them both.
Contract talks are always interesting to me.
It is, and this is the time. It's like, all right, and this is the only time where most of the time nobody cares, unless you're in Dynasty. Dynasty obviously is, a lot more different because we're paying attention to it all the time. So yeah, but what's up, Brian? Brian's here. Are you? He is capable enough to draft. Look at this Mans is sitting at the 2. He is in. All right. I think last week we only had one team that I just filled in. So we have a total of 7 in that division, which is fine. Like I said, these we're gonna do this weekly, and we're gonna do this every week and get these divisions done. And then closer to the season, we're going to have our full division breakdowns, and then those are the fun ones because we have a whole playoff tree bracket, and we have a prediction every year, and we get pretty close to our predictions, and it's kind of wild. So I like doing those. But yeah,
well, I'm glad.
Yeah,
I like the person who just joined saying, "I don't know football." That's funny. Welcome on in. I don't know football. That's hilarious.
Where's that at? Oh, on Sleeper, yeah.
On the draft
itself. I'm looking at the comments. Yeah.
You're like, huh? What?
yeah. I'm looking at the comments. I'm like, what are you talking about? Yeah. So no. Other than that, though, there's potentials land. Like I said, like Terry McLaurin, they're saying that potentially landing spots would be the Colts, Raiders, Chargers, or Jets. And Monique is here on the off season. Oh my God, that's Monique. Everybody, Brian, I forgot that's her username. How are you doing? Holy crap! She's usually here every episode during the season, but during the off seasons, this is wild. In the middle of July, Monique, man. All right, we might be starting later, more and more. I don't know. But we have 2 more spots. Again, Monique, so you're joining this draft, and this is going to be an actual draft. So, but don't worry, okay? It's going to be a best ball draft. You don't have to pay attention to this one at all. So once the season kicks in, if you want, you can rearrange it and put it all the way at the bottom, and Sleeper will allow that for you. Just put it at the bottom. You don't have to worry about it. If you do win this league, it's the division. So it's going to be just Lions, Packers, Bears, and Vikings players only. Okay. This is why if you look at the roster, it's only 1 running back, 1 receiver, 2 flex, 1 D lineman, 1 linebacker, 1 DB, 1 flex of IDP. So we're having 2 minutes a pick. This is a little harder when it gets towards the end. Yeah. So it looks like we're at 7 again. I will give it another minute, and then we'll start it, and I'll randomize it. And if nobody gets in then, but these are for the jerseys. If you win the league, you get 3 points. If you win next week's league, which is just the division, I think we'll do one of the Souths or Easts or Wests.
Do you want me to invite anybody to get in here, or no?
It's up to you. I don't care. Last week we only had the 7.
Right.
I can't. No, and I appreciate Monique. I really do. It's great. I know I've seen the Pats were interested. Yeah. Oh, they were too. Interesting. All right. I would hate that for him. Honestly, if he goes to the Jets, I would like that. I would love for him to go to the Jets. But unlikely chance. Just because I see more like maybe the Colts getting him or the Raiders getting him. But I would like for the Jets to do it. But yeah, here we are. Let me set this up here. I will randomize it where the random team falls. I will fill it with players. Oops, let me get this here. Let me get this one. Wrong one. I realize I have all my cute guys on.
Hopefully Duarte joins. Someone does that. Oh yeah, Q. No, I didn't bother to even do a Q yet, just because I just now got a chance to look at all that stuff.
No, you're fine. It happens. This is why we have 2 minutes of draft pick. And if you like, what I suggest is having all 4 teams tabbed up on a separate screen. If you're comfortable.
That's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing right now.
So, it looks like we have. Oh, yep, your boy could join in. All right, okay.
Yep.
Let's get this.
That's perfect, Duarte. Man, buddy.
So again, NFC North players only. Vikings, Bears, Lions, Packers. Okay. This is why it's 2 minutes to pick. No quarterbacks because it would be unfair for the quarterback teams. Obviously, they would dominate right off the gates week 1. I'm going to randomize once, randomize twice, and 3 times is the number, which giving Brian the number 1 spot. And we all probably know he's going to take
favoritism.
JJ. But, yeah. It's probably the key there. So, but yeah. So we'll start it off.
Damn.
With that being said, as being NFC North players, we're going to do every division. From here on out, we have 6 more to go. And that is loud. Holy crap. Let me turn that down. There we go. Let's not do that. Try again. So NFC North, guys.
Get it.
So that's the Bears, Lions, Packers, Vikings.
Yes. No one else. So we already talked about the same people. What's up? Yeah.
There you go.
I want to talk about these 4 teams.
Yeah.
And that's why I picked the Lions as a background, because if I had to pick any team, I'd want to pick the underdog team who has not won a Super Bowl, that I generally like their coach and the culture that they're building.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Okay.
I may not be a Lions fan, but I can respect what they're doing over there. I mean,
Go ahead.
Again, they're a franchise that for the most part have been a poverty franchise, and now finally is showing life. I mean, they took Jared Goff, who people thought when he was on the Rams, he's not really that impressive, took him and made him look freaking phenomenal for fantasy football. So it just goes to show, just in the right field, the right place can really make all the difference for a lot of these players. You should never write off a player until you really see what he's like on a different team.
Yes. I was saying this a few years ago that the Lions are in the upcoming. I was saying this like 3 or 4 years ago. Probably 3 years ago. And it wouldn't surprise me if they start turning heads. And I was like, I give them within a 5-year window. That was 3 years ago. Sure enough, they happened in a lot shorter time of the 5 years that I predicted, but they're doing it. They're getting to the playoffs. They're getting to the semifinals. Like, it's crazy. They almost made it to the Super Bowl not too long ago had they just made an extra field goal, and they would have made it. But they lost by 3. Didn't make it, and it's okay. They beat the Packers, and that's all kind of what they basically wanted that season anyways. So,
Anthony, you're on the clock.
Yeah, so Anthony's probably looking for his IDP guy. He's probably looking for his IDP. He's got another 45.
I mean, well, let me ask you this. In this kind of league, because it's very different than, your normal combined IDP and offense league. Like, is there actually a benefit to getting your IDP guys early as opposed to offense? Or do you think it makes more sense to get offense first, considering that you only have 4 teams to choose from?
We kind of like have experimented with this league still. Last year, a few of us tried doing the IDP first, and it worked out for them because they were the highest IDP player guys there. Watch him panic.
I know. Oh, he's on me there. It looks like it's an auto draft.
Yep, there it is. There it is.
Oh, and he picked Josh Jacobs too. That's sad. That's fine.
It's fine. It's fine. If it does become auto, we'll just start picking for him. Best available guys.
Well, I
no, but for the IDP player guys, which I'll do is, the higher end guys are probably going to score the most points. It's going to get a struggle too, where you got to figure out maybe the backups for these guys and having to have the money makers. Some of these IDP players are going to outscore your main offense because it's only 4 guys on each side. So it's not a big roster, but at the same time, since you're only having 4 teams, it's only the 4, slots available. So that's a good pick. That's a very good pick. I like that pick.
When I was watching the replay last time that you guys did this, and sorry I couldn't be a part of it. I think I remember telling Mark, at least Mark, that I was going to be on a train going to Fort Lauderdale. So it would have been really hard for me to be able to be on the show and draft. But I really liked Mark's team when I watched the replay. I liked the way that he was drafting, the way he was thinking.
Yeah, because he had the turnaround back there. So the moment he took those 2 running backs, it was like it was done.
I see that someone's not following the rules.
No. Let's try that again, Monique.
Yeah, we're just picking the 4 NFC North teams.
No, yeah, she's going to keep doing this. I don't think she's watching. I don't think she's watching.
Here,
Monique, you got Lions, Chicago, Packers, and the Vikings.
North.
So the NFC North teams. See how you got Justin Jefferson, Gibbs, Brown, Moore, Jake. Look at the trends. You see how they're all.
Yeah, it's funny. She's probably or Monique's over here just thinking like,
my God. I'd look at the Vikings players because there's probably a bunch of them left still.
Yeah, there's still a decent amount of starters on the offense here.
You get 2 solid ones right here.
Yeah,
I think that's the sweet spot, to be honest.
I think
when Mark did it,
back end.
When Mark was there, he was sniping everybody from there.
Now taking their time to make a pick, like, oh wait, I can't pick these. Okay.
Monique, if it helps, like I said, I like to have all 4 rosters on a separate screen. I know you're probably maybe on your phone. I like this. Have them tabbed up. Have tabs for your the rosters on those teams.
Okay.
But let me see here. So you got the choice of maybe let's see, Rondell Moore, Patrick Tim, Sam Laporta is there. Did someone take David Montgomery? Yep, David Montgomery just left.
It would have been nice if David Montgomery came back.
You could do Matthew Golden, Romeo Dobbs.
Yeah. Nope.
All
right.
There you go. All right. Try this one again. Killing me, Smalls. You can keep Laporta. Laporta's fine. You can't do Chase. There you go. Hey, all right.
Oh boy.
All right. Now think. All right. Think. Keep those 4 teams up on a separate tab on your phone. Like have them on the internet. Like just like what I do. If you're drafting on the phone, keep 4 tabs open. I have that on a separate computer over here. So yeah, here we go. Oh my gosh. That happened quick.
I wanted to get 2 solid running backs just because to me, I'm like, you know what? In this kind of format, it'd make a lot of sense. Have 2 guys.
Yeah. Definitely. Let's see. Josh Jacobs. You mother. Okay, yeah, he already took him. Just right now, he took him. Mm-hmm. I wanted to get Marshawn.
He probably has his queue.
I think he does. He used to do this last year. Last year, he would not. Actually be basically in here. You know who's probably going to get a lot of? There you go. I'll take it right here. He did this last year. He would have his queue open because I put the link in the description. 30 minutes. Guys, if you're going to do next week and you want to try and get more points throughout the leagues to get yourself a jersey, Anthony did this last year. The moment he got the notification for the following show, he would copy the link, go to the draft, and he would start looking at those specific players and add the queue. This is why when it's on auto for him, it's getting the players already for him because he's already had them in their order. So yeah, the Chase pick was on auto.
What we got so far?
I'll do it on the turnaround. So far, we're basically we're doing nothing but receivers.
Also, what's the deal with Loveland? I guess there's some issues with him.
What do you mean? No, I didn't hear about this.
Oh, something popped up on it was either on my Discord server from Draft Sharks or it was Sleeper. Let me check real quick. About something about some disputes was here. Coastal Loveland status uncertain for camp. I guess he has a shoulder injury and he's rehabbing it, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is there a time of I don't know. I'm not worried. If they're catching it now, then he's probably going to be ready by at least week 2.
Dorothy, if you're here, it's just NFC North teams. I know you train your brain to think a certain way when it comes to fantasy, and then you go into something like this, and you're just so comfortable doing it for so long that now you have to really think.
Yeah. Be ready by week 2. Yeah, that's okay. Oh, camp. There you go. I'm not too worried. I think usually these early injury reports are just something to keep an eye on. But I normally don't get too confused or I don't let it worry me at all because the teams need them just as much as us degenerates need them as well. TJ Hawkinson, there you go.
Not bad. And then probably almost running the course on offense. There's still some wide receivers that I like. And the fun thing with the Packers in particular is that with their wide receivers, they don't have a true wide receiver 1. So you could really pick from the lot of them and just know that if it's best ball, one of them's bound to just hit certain weeks.
Yeah.
Although Reed is the most consistent. I remember I had debates with guys on different shows about Reed and oh no, he's not that good wide receiver. And I'm like, no, he's the most consistent guy for Green Bay. Point me to another wide receiver who's consistent at what he does. And he's very hyper efficient when he does get the ball. He loves to try to score.
Yards
after a catch. So I know Brian would not like me saying that because I know she hates the Packers, but it's all good.
He does.
Gotta appreciate.
You know, he always has his. He's always given us his valued opinions on it. All joking aside, and you know what's funny? Oh, I'm gonna do this to him too. I think I'm gonna do this to him. I don't know. This might be too much of a reach, but at the same time, I don't know.
I wonder if Loveland will even be the starter, or if it'll be Cole Kmet through most of the year before they switch.
I'm not gonna bank on. I'm not gonna take a chance on it. In this type of league, I will probably wait on Loveland. I mean, someone's gonna have to take him eventually, just because of the scarce of the offensive weapons of that we're all sniping from each other. But it wouldn't be something I want right away.
Right.
So
I think I have an interesting way that I want to do this round and the next round. So I've got an idea.
Yeah, so do I. But I think both of these people are gonna disappear before I even get a chance to get them.
Okay, so it was Loveland. Okay. But Anthony, I wonder if Anthony's queue is just predominantly offense first. It's like all the running backs and the wide receivers, and then it goes straight up into defensive players.
Hey Brian,
I'm generally curious. Screen looks
Brian,
like.
What you doing? Are you on your sick bed? I need you to sit up real quick. I just need you to sit up real quick, and I need you to put your hands in the air, and I need you to start punching the air.
All right. Yep, there we go. It's literally just all those. Okay.
Let's do that real quick.
You know,
this is the only league, the only mock draft, and the only league that he will not have Brian Branch in. This is gonna be here all year, my guy. In your division, I had to do it because I know it's gonna circle back around. I don't think I'm gonna get him.
I think there's some players I really, really want, but I think it makes more sense to do these two in particular. But I think we're gonna do that because that
Cooper Kupp, or not Cooper Kupp. If Puka Nacua was in this division, I would probably grab him. Just a snack from me.
We'll do gold, then why not? Depending on if my next pick gets taken. If he does, then Ty Chandler. Actually, solid guy if he does returns. Solid for returns.
Yeah.
The way that the Vikings like to do their returns is very interesting. What's up?
More than likely, it's going to be the return guy for him.
Yeah. It used to be God, how you say it? Nui or Qe or something like that. Forget how you say his name. But he was like their fourth string running back, and he was an exceptional returner for them. But I think they let him go, if I remember right. No. Big fan of returns. So I try my best to remember the returners to the best of my ability.
And there
like Hines.
There you go.
And Naheem Hines.
Get that satisfaction in there.
Mm-hmm.
This is the only league you will not have him in all year. Sorry, bro.
You know,
I had to do it.
This is gonna be tough. I think I can do this. Depends. If someone takes him from me, because there's two options there. Which one are y'all gonna do? Okay, I see.
Okay. There you go. Good job. You getting it? You got this. Good job, Monique. Hell yeah.
Where's my fireworks? I'll shoot off in the air. Perfect. He actually landed back to me. Okay, cool. Perfect. Since he is going to be a starter all year, at least according to an insider source that commented earlier, I will pick probably him because the thing about this tight end here is the fact that they got Ben Johnson as their coach, and Ben Johnson loves to scheme his tight ends very much just like the wide receivers. So let's go with Cole Kmet. Because since he'll be starting, I'd better trust him. And I bet Loveland will get some snaps here and there. But Kmet's just been a solid tight end for the most part of his career. And now with Ben Johnson there, I expect him to have to go back to his former days. That's a good pick.
I like him because he's got that dual threat. He's got linebacker and D-line, so I kind of hit.
Of course, and I remember last year, Ginkle was one of the two guys I said if they stay healthy, he will go nuclear. He was one.
Oh my gosh!
The other guy was Phillips.
He usually is.
Yeah.
Every spot, like ever since he was like, even when he was Miami, he was doing great over there too.
Yeah, I'm just sad that Phillips has been still recovering from that ACL injury and that I think that Achilles injury.
Still?
Yeah, and it's sad because I like him and I like I know we're talking about NFC North, so I won't talk too much about the Dolphins, but I do like Chop Robinson. I like him as the replacement because I saw things potentially in him that I really like. If you just because the problem is when we talk about IDP, people when they're new, they only want to look at like the stats like you do on offense. They don't want to know the story of defensive linemen. And that's kind of like the crux of it. You have to look at them as what was his win rate, for example. Win rate's very, very important. How many times did they hit the QB? Maybe not sack, but hit. That's very important to know that the scaling per year with more and more reps means that they could explode. And Chop had one of the highest successful win rates. He just didn't get to the quarterback enough. That was it. So if he turns a couple more of those into sacks, he's looking at what Ginkle can do or what not Trey Hendrickson quite yet, but he has that upside of I have that high win rate. And that's what I love in alignment. More so that than can they just always stop the run? Because, if they can do both, that's great. But that's typically not what the highest, most elite sack rushers do. They're predominantly known for causing strip sacks and sacks.
Right.
Ooh. Yeah, this is where I expected. Yeah, I thought about going like my 2 picks going defense, but I was like, man,
Turner
I should really
and Walker there. That's wow. That's
no, it's an interesting choice.
Yes, Brian.
Which means I'm gonna get my guys. And where are you?
Is what's his face still there? He is.
I would expect someone to take one of my guys that I want, which is why I'm going to queue up a bunch of them that I like. Okay.
Yeah, queuing up right now is kind of where you need to do.
And then.
So.
What's up?
The whole running back thing. I see that Anthony caught like 3 of them. Not bad. Not necessarily bad either.
No, of course not.
And the fact that we have V1 flex could benefit him.
Oh. Okay, cool. So I guess my guys fell to me. That's nice. Let's start with the rising star over at Green Bay, Julian Cooper.
I love him.
He was another guy last year I did a report on because there's a buddy that I've made friends with him. He runs a Facebook group or helps run a Facebook group, and they mostly talk trash about the NFC East teams. But the one game in particular likes to do Film 22 videos.
Yes,
that's like passion. So we both agreed that whenever it was the early start to Dynasty season, that we would take a few players, offense and defense, and then we'd make like little videos about them. And then Jerry Cooper was one of the ones I picked for defense. For offense, I did Neighbors and Jaden Daniels and Bo Nix. Those were my 3 guys I did there. And I think he did Caleb, Worthy. Who else did he do? I forget. And then we did a bunch of different defensive players. But no, I love Cooper. Just like how I loved Ivan Pace 2 years ago, and people were telling me that they shouldn't, or I shouldn't because he was too small or something. And I said, bullshit. The guy can pass rush too. That's what I like also about some of these linebackers. Those inside linebackers, those 3-4, people forget that because of the stance, the 3-4, you have a lot of blitzing packages you can do with inside linebackers. And when they're fast, like an Ivan Pace or even a Cooper, they can really get in there. It just all comes down to the scheme.
It's crazy how well the Packers have revolved themselves around the linebackers for past years. They've always had a guy. No matter if they had to go get him or they traded for him or something, there was always someone there. And that's Edgerrin Cooper has developed himself last year, and he's definitely coming out of my taxi squad this year for sure. I'm making room for him. I don't care how.
Absolutely.
I had him there last year because I liked him a lot. I think I drafted him like second overall, not overall, but my second draft pick behind Neighbors. And I wanted to promote him to the starting roster, but there is I've always had linebacker issues. I've had, like, it used to be scarce, and now I'm over compensated with them, so I couldn't fit him.
I mean, is that such a bad thing to have Superman?
It's not a bad problem.
It's never a bad thing.
But it's like now I have, like, how well he did last year. He's only going to progressively get better.
Speaking of linebackers, my next pick is another young star linebacker who I remember watching him last year and the year before that. I said if he just gets more opportunity to become potentially the green dot, then he'll just be a monster. And he was a monster in college. But let's talk about good old Jack Campbell.
Jack Campbell, yeah. Oh, yeah. Brian's definitely pissed. We took his guy. I took one.
Yeah.
You took the other.
Yeah. No, I love those young linebackers, man. You know,
they're good. They're really good. This whole division, they have some pretty solid linebackers no matter where. Is this? No, wait. Is he still there? Ooh. I am going to take you. Where are you at? I've always been a fan of this man. Because his career has always been... Well, he started off with me and then moved on. Where you go? Oh, give me that ball right there. Zacchaeus.
Yeah. You know, Zacchaeus. Not bad whatsoever. I'll have to eventually pick another guy on offense release, but for right now, no. I'm just chilling. I want my guys.
And I'll absolutely take the guys we need.
Get out of here, coming after you guys. With what? With Turner? Oh, I'm so scared of Turner. Oh, wow. Ooh. Walker. You know, if you wanted Campbell, you could have picked him over Walker. You know, I'm just saying.
I think he took Quay Walker because he has the duel, does he not? Or did they take it off? Oh, they took it off. No, they took it off. Yeah, they took it off. He used to have the duel. I know Turner still does, right?
Yes.
Yeah, Turner still does.
Turner still does.
Walker used to have it.
You can always tell if one, Sleeper actually updates their stuff, or two, based off of what the base package of the defensive coordinator loves to do. That's how you can always tell per team. In fact, I think on Discord, I actually recently posted a video actually educating people on how you can tell which team is doing what packages. That way you can better prepare if you do IDP or a team that loves to pass the ball a lot or run the ball with personnel, stuff like that. I don't know. I find those videos kind of interesting, just like film videos. I don't know. Just extra little cookies.
Yeah, of course.
Cookies, you know.
It's basically just do your research, man. You find
no, more or less, yes, 100%. Let's see here. Actually, while we're doing that, let me queue up my next guy. Oh man, let's see here.
Don't want to do that.
Oh wait, we're also doing the Vikings. I totally forgot.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
What are you
Okay.
looking at, man?
Nah. This is great, actually. Oh, wait, that's right. We're only doing 4 and 4. So, okay, never mind. I can't pick that guy yet.
The running backs are basically shut. If you didn't grab one, good luck. The guy you picked may or may not sniff the field.
So that means instead, what I need to do is go base off of the upside that I have, which is not going to be any of them. It's going to have to be.
Is he? No, he's there. He's gone.
Hold on. What did you do last year? Just genuinely curious. What was your success rate? Ugh. It's hard to tell then. You probably won't be a starter then. Instead.
You know what? Hold on. Is he still there? He might be.
Then let me see.
He is there.
Dang.
You know what?
Because that.
Hell yeah. Give me 2 sunshines back there. Sunshine.
Yeah.
I got Van Ginkel and Anzalone put together.
Yeah, no, exactly. Anzalone was on my board. Same with like Ivan Pace, but I forgot we only have like.
He just does. He just produces tackles, man.
Yeah, I know exactly. So that's why I like him. But instead, what I can do is because he went. Gonna have to pivot then to.
Anthony really just. Oh, dang! That's the bad part about what he did. So yet he.
He's actually
he queued up his guys. Good.
Mm-hmm.
The issue with this. Can you when you queue up, does Sleeper give us the option of reordering? It does, right? Like reordering the queue, like it does, right? I don't know if it does or not.
It goes, yeah. You can customize your queue. That's not an issue.
This is interesting.
But
team though.
I think then instead of doing
he has no defense.
I'll go that because he actually is improving, and I kind of liked what I saw with him last year. He's getting more and more, and I think in this team with this division now can be running the ball a lot more. Here's our first. I think this is our first E-tackle. I could be wrong, but
no, Sweat was the first one.
The first
or Van Ness. Oh, from Chicago? No, Sweat was.
No. D-tackle. Because this
tackle for sure, yes.
Yeah. I know. It's funny because when I was watching him last year, I was very impressed with seeing him grow again from his rookie year to where he is now. He'll get more time, more snaps. He'll be more of a tackling machine more than a sack machine. And, from a guy who got 51 tackles and 5 sacks at the DT spot, that's not bad.
No, it's not.
Not bad.
Now, if one of those can be like a sack, now the numbers will definitely go up for sure.
So that's why I like it.
Ooh, Xavier McKinney, that is a really good pick this late. Wow, that's good. That is great, dude. Good job, Baron. That is great.
Wait a minute. Where is? I might need to look that up. Hold on. Is he?
He's not a Giant.
Is he not on the team anymore? No, not that. This other guy.
Oh, you're talking about somebody else that you don't want to mention to us?
Yeah.
Okay, that's
no.
fine.
Well, it's not going to matter, I don't think. But he's supposed to be the starting nickelback, but on Sleeper says he's not even listed as a nickelback anymore. What is he listed as? That ain't right. Weird. Sleeper needs to update this. Whatever.
Where's he at?
Oh. I'm not sure if I want to pick him though. He's so good, man. Nickel corners are just so fun to draft, and I love them. I love them in hybrids. Yeah. Let's see here. What we got here? It's not bad.
Wait. Oh wow. Okay.
And we got.
Okay.
Wait, he's a right cornerback? Since when? Since when would they put him there?
Probably
That's
the other
not
guy beat
right.
him out. Probably since the other guy beat him
Wow. That's weird. I never see him not as a nickel. Huh. Interesting. Okay, well. Fine. Let's go after
Williams, McKinney, Brown. Oh, they're still out there.
There's still some good.
Oh no, we have some pretty decent talent still out there.
We do. And there's actually still some good DBs that
I'm looking at this. I'm looking at some of what you're looking at, probably.
Right?
Oh my gosh.
We're looking at a couple of different things. I'm just debating on which one that I want.
Yeah, I'm looking at 2 of them, maybe 3. And they happen to be. Wait, okay, no, never. 2 of them that are. I'm not gonna say it because there's a lot of picks in between me and those. Oh, this is interesting.
He's interesting, but my biggest fear is how they like to run their defense, because they don't like to use. I mean, well, when they had both those guys back there, they would use them like that. So I guess now that only one of them is, I guess in theory, he would have to fill that role in theory. It's not the guy I was thinking of. Interesting. Has no one picked Ivan Pace yet? The gall on people.
No.
Disrespectful on Ivan Pace. Or Blake
Cashman's still there too.
Like
I think Grenard's still out there. Isn't Grenard still out there too?
Grenard, no. Jonathan Grenard got picked. But see, if I could start more, I would have literally have gone Sid Dexter. I would have gone Ivan Pace, and then the next pick after that would have been Cashman. That's so bizarre. So he might be that pick, but what about here? This is where I wish I knew the Bears defense better. Okay. Well, that makes the choice obvious for me. Out of both of them, this tells me that they use him very differently. I forget. Did the Bears get a new defensive coordinator recently? Let me know.
I think they did.
Because I know that they got a new head coach. I'll just get him just because he is a stud safety. And the last 3 years, he's had 106 tackles or more. Last year being the highest of his career at 130 tackles. Speaking other than Sir Kevin. Yeah. Okay. Love that idea to have him there. Eventually, I'll have to get my last offensive guy. Eventually. Oh, no, wait. I already have him. Oh, that's right, because you guys don't do tight ends. I forgot. Like, as a designated spot.
Not in this specific one. You can get a tight end there if you want.
Mm-hmm. I'm set for offense then for now.
Yeah.
I feel bad for Anthony, though. He's just...
it's also, I don't know if he didn't rearrange his
probably not, because the crappy thing, unless you use a bot to help with your draft, the issue is with Sleeper is that it goes based off of your queue from the top to the bottom, and it will only draft in that order. It will not go based off of the positional needs. That's the issue with it. So if Sleeper updated it so that way it did that, that would be cool. But it's kind of also hard to do that. So right now it's just picking the offensive players that he has queued up.
He'll learn.
Yeah.
He's probably going to lose this one. He's probably going to lose this league. he queued up his guys and left. Mm-hmm. But so last year he did the same thing, but he didn't like leave per se.
Mm-hmm. Because right now there's like next to like no.
He stuck around, man. Like then recorrected it. There's still hold on.
Man, that amazes me that dude got Cash Money and Edwards. That just amazes me because Cashman is a great best ball linebacker. When he's healthy, he booms like crazy. I don't even care saying some of my guys, to be honest, just because I just genuinely enjoy them so much. Mm-hmm. Let's see. Well,
I have my starters.
Is there any offensive players really left now?
Like two.
Anything? like Naylor just left or just got taken. Like,
that was one of them.
Yeah,
that was one of them I was looking at.
Yeah, there's like, I'm thinking like deep on the roster, which is usually where I love rookies because that's usually where I love them. But, because I think he was already taken, of course, by Brian makes sense. Isn't CJ Ham actually a fullback? Or am I just crazy? I think he's a fullback.
Oh, damn. That was a good one right there, bro.
Yeah, Tim Patrick.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Not bad. Not bad, sir.
At this point, it's almost like just tight ends. Actually, yeah. There's one guy left on there. I'm not opening my mouth to get that. That's fine. I'll dominate this league. Easy.
I'm going to take a chance on this guy. He may or may not succeed. But.
Because I think.
He did take this guy in the third round, though. So that's somewhat of a belief in him, right? Third round's kind of high.
Mm-hmm. You're not wrong. First two rounds are typically they're gonna be starting year one. Rounds 3, 4, seen as really good depth, but also opportunity to work themselves in. 5, 6, 7. Interesting. Yeah, no. At this point,
I'll took Ty Felton.
Yeah, no. There's like, and it's because Anthony kind of throws this off a little bit.
He has thrown a lot of he threw it all off with his
so
here.
At this point, it's almost not gonna bother for me to even go offense just because it's like damn, bro, there's like nobody left, which is fine by me. I like defensive players more in this format, anyways. Let me see. Wait, is he still here? He is, but why is he still here? Also, I like that you picked Nixon. That was my nickelback corner, who I guess now is a right cornerback, which is weird to me. But
he also has kick return if they still use him.
Yes, they
kind of 100% will. And I know you're all about that. So
no, I am, but I don't think this league has it. Does it?
Oh, we do.
Oh, so in this best ball,
but it's not like your craziness. It's not going to be like Alec return yards. Okay, it's going to be like normalized.
Alec, listen, man. I wrote the book on premiums. All right,
all that BS you were talking about. Ain't no way I'm going to prioritize that. No way. That changes everything. You may think it doesn't, but it sure as hell does. That is too much.
Well, hey, what I can say about it, just real briefly, is that I'm not saying put it to 0.4 or anything crazy like that. All I'm saying is that in a league where if you have a bunch of different premiums in there, it just adds to it where if you play like, let's say, in a normal IDP league and you incorporate that high of a premium, then yes, returners are huge if you also incorporate offense. But if you play in a league that has like PPC, super flex, tight end premium, the IDP is ridiculously high scoring. Maybe you have kickers as well that do extreme scoring, where they score like 304. But because to me, in those kind of leagues, it actually balances itself out to where, sure, you get the advantage of returners, but you lose out on the advantage on, let's say tight end. Maybe the tight end premium is like, I don't know, let's say like 2 points per reception or 3 points per reception. That's like, that value is worth just as much as gold. But that's how I look at it. Obviously, if you're doing a kick return, punt return league, 0.25, or if you want to be really meta, you can do 0.2 or 0.25 for kick return and then make punt return higher since they produce the least amount of fantasy points out of all returns. If you really want to look into
that's too much. That's too much.
I'm a crazy man about science, man.
That's too much, man.
Every year, I look at all this shit, and it's
but who in their right mind is gonna go to these drafts, and that's the first thing they're gonna be like, does this fantasy league do kick return? No, nobody. The first question people ask is this half or full PPR? That's usually the first question.
You are 100% right. I'm just the niche guy that people like to go to when they've got questions about specific things.
Monique, that's a very good pick. I'm surprised.
Yeah. Honestly, there's one offensive guy that you could still make an argument for, but he's really not much because the way that their offense works, it would just be like, It's, I mean, if you want him, you can have him, but I don't know if I want to get him.
I'm looking at one guy.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it's the same guy we're talking about.
It might be. I'm not going to pick him this round. Listen, I'm not going to do it. You can have him.
Fair, but I think everyone knows how this team plays.
Mm-hmm.
And if it's the guy we're maybe thinking of, the offensive side on that specific side of the field, because I don't want to say position or anything. Okay, that side of the field doesn't get looked at. I don't know why, but it's just throughout history. I don't get it.
Guys, remember, I listed the name of players I liked. Don't you forget it. He didn't even get to tell you what team it is. The guy I'm thinking about plays on the Packers, by the way.
Same.
Okay,
Same.
see? So
I think it might be the guy you're talking about, and
I just, man, as much as,
but he's there's a certain scenario that needs to happen before he becomes a strong, relevant.
Correct.
I'm gonna wait till after my pick because I don't think I'm gonna grab him.
Yeah, no, I'm not grabbing him here either. I'll be honest with you, I'm not.
Brian's not gonna grab him. Duarte might grab him. Kent is definitely not going to grab him.
Duarte's one at least. What else do we got here that's actually worth something for me?
And I don't know if it's the same guy we're talking about.
It could be. You never know.
But something dramatic has to happen before he's even relevant again.
Right. I still think we're talking about the same guy. I think it's be real funny. I need to decide who else I want. Wait, hold on. What's that one guy from the Lions? That like nose tackle guy that like went off last year. That's like really funny. I don't even see him on here. Oh man. Let's look at this guy.
I don't know, but
you know what? I think I'll just have to pick just because I like that. Where is he again?
Oh, God. I think it's going to happen. I don't think he's going to come to me. I think you threw it out in the universe. Oh, wait, but this is auto before us. Never mind. It's fine. I'll get him. If you don't get him here, I'm going to get him.
Nah. I'll auto it.
Okay.
It's fine.
Oh, so you grabbed the guy I was thinking.
Yes.
Is that the guy you're talking Luke Musgrave? Or were you talking about somebody else? Okay.
Nope, Luke Musgrave.
He has to wait his turn. The offense behind tight ends, they have never been. It's just history. The even Kent said it. Yeah, there you go. Kent was on money too. It's so weird. I don't get it. They just it doesn't matter who's the coach, who's the offensive coordinator, who's the quarterback.
Yes.
It's the grass in that field. It's the air in the water. It's just whatever tight end gets drafted there or gets traded there.
Yes.
Their career is over.
Yeah, no,
in the water,
100%.
on the grass or in the air that says tight ends just aren't existent here.
No, that is 100% true.
We've had so many QBs. We have so many tight ends. We had so many offensive coordinators, so many head coaches that throughout the years, the tight ends just don't.
I see homie picked Cam Byron.
Wow, this late, that is good.
Well, no, but Cam's in Indianapolis.
Oh, did he? Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
I even thought of it. Here, you know what? Here, try again.
Yeah, but no, he's the only last guy. And the funny thing is that a lot of people want to talk about Tucker Kraft, but people seem to forget the only reason why Tucker Kraft did so damn good was because Luke was also hurt.
But even Tucker Kraft isn't. I still like in a redraft league. I still wouldn't even feel comfortable taking Tucker Kraft.
Listen, So I recently did a rankings for tight ends, and I specifically did the rankings only for tight end premium because I feel like you could do it for normally, but everybody does that. But I wanted to be just for tight end premium. And I had him outside of like the top 12, I think, Tucker Kraft, because to me, I just don't see him doing it again. I don't, because certain tight ends, see, originally in the early season, I had him as my number 10. But now I switched him to number 13. I can make an argument and put him back in the top 12 if I really want to, because you have to think also about situations with certain positions like tight end. So if Luke was hurt, that would explain why Tucker got so much more attention, why he would be the main guy for the tight ends there. And to me, it's why I'm like, I'm not going to trust the guy who boomed 1 year and then every year after that, it's going to be like hit or miss. It's the same way that I look at Hunter Henry. Hunter Henry, I have in my number 12, but you have to look at it. Last year, who did they have? Who could they have thrown to? Now they actually have somebody, Stephon Diggs, which if he's healthy, easily gonna hog the targets. Those running backs will hog the targets. The only thing Hunter Henry will be good for will be the occasional touchdown week where he goes off. So to me, if you want a late tight end, get someone like a Strange. Strange would make so much more sense if you want a late tight end than most people are sleeping on. But that's a guy that I have actually in my top 10. I think I have him in the top 8.
Hold on. Someone took my – wow, Duarte, you took him –
Zach Cunningham. Nice. I need to figure out who else.
I didn't think anybody was going to take Ruben Hypolite. Interesting.
No.
Duarte took him like 2 rounds ago. I didn't even freaking notice that. Nice.
Yeah. Duarte plays in my league, so he's so used to like all these wacko scoring. He's like, all right, I have to be deep in the trenches with this one.
Sometimes you gotta do it.
Man, no, he's a great guy. He's a super super chill guy. Love him. All right, so I guess now I need to figure out who else.
Oh God, this guy's old. I'm gonna do it anyways.
Oh man, I think at this point we're just getting those backups because I bet you. Ooh, he's there too. He's a great player, but sad that he's on the freaking Bears. That's sad. He's actually a solid DB. I think he's already been picked. Yeah. Well,
I think all the Bears DBs have been sniped, like all of them. That's the one thing they've been flourished, like except for like maybe 2.
Yeah,
but
no.
Even then, they're not like.
No, the one of them, he's a solid like DB3 kind of guy who can give you some weeks like DB2 production, but he's not a starter for the Bears. But he is a solid guy. I like him. I liked him. I think when he played for what team did he play for?
Brian, what happened to Noah Sewell? Is he just not like his brother? Like he's just not like.
Guess not.
I had high hopes for him.
Well, according to this, they say that he's already there, so he's taken. What about?
Let's try again. What are you doing, my guy?
Oh, he's probably on auto. That's why. Yeah, he's on auto. That's why. They probably would have to. Yeah, no, it's. There you go. Okay, he's off auto. Now we can pick. I want to know why this guy's not popping up for me. No, he's not even.
Took Brock Bowers. So Brock Bowers out there.
Hold on.
Oh shit! Yeah.
Yeah, but that was Anthony. So.
What does he need? Let's give him an IDP guy. Let's do him a favor.
Oh, how nice! He ain't gonna win the league, but we're gonna help.
He's not gonna win because this is gonna be his one IDP guy.
Let me see if.
And the best available guy, I have a feeling, is gonna be. Where's he at? I might have to scroll a little bit.
You know, they do like doing that with their defense. And they actually like blitzing the guy. Bro, okay. Tell me why sleeper. What the fuck? Tell me why I look at the depth chart, spell the name the way it is, but in sleeper's like, nope, that player does not exist. It's like, excuse me? Pardon? It literally says so on the roster. All right. I'm going to try typing that in again.
There you go. You know what? Let's give Anthony the oldest guy there. Let's give him old man Rivers Grady J.
Mm-hmm. There you go.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
If it happens again, we'll look for a linebacker.
Yeah, there you go.
You know what? I'll give him Isaiah Simmons for yeah, there you go. If it goes back to him, I'm going to give him Isaiah Simmons.
I want to see. I want to see if this guy's here. Because this guy, he'll be interesting. He'll get the occasional.
Oh, and thank you, by the way, Kins. Appreciate that.
I'll just think that, and then actually what I should do is actually go back to my bread and butter and just look at the linebackers again. What I should do. Am I going to listen to myself? Probably not.
There are some interesting ones. I mean, not like solid picks, but if they get on the field, they could be okay.
That's the thing.
They could be okay
because I'm a huge kind of like lineman and linebacker guy outside of
Well, yeah, they're the money makers usually.
Yeah,
if, like exactly, tackle wise, not so much like
Yeah. So to me, that's actually what I should be doing. So I should go off of what I know. I can't wait until we get to my division because there's some sleeper linebackers in my division that nobody's drafting in their IDP leagues, and I don't know why. Like, it's wild to me. And of course,
yeah, but me, Brian, and Mark will end up being there, and then it's gonna get all thrown off. And then you got the WRJ too, like your whole scenario thing.
Yeah,
it's gonna get thrown off, man.
No. Of course, I'm expecting one of those linebackers, those sleeper linebackers, to be there pretty late. But of course, The shitty thing about doing podcast work is that when your league mates watch you, then and you say anything, and you kind of don't want to. You really don't want to, but you know you have to. And then when you do, they're like, oh, and then comes your draft, they take your guy, and you're like, oh, it gets so. It's the curse of being a person in the media.
It happens, man. It happens.
Yeah, it's terrible. Absolutely terrible. I
don't have, you know what? Screw it. I have my D lineman. It's fine.
You know, I still have to decide if I want like a backup one. I mean, I should get one because I do know that there's a. Why is this guy listed as the starter, but he's not a starter? It's so silly. And again, we're early in the season, that's why.
I don't think I want him.
Why is he? They must have released him. Detroit must have released him. That makes sense.
Is he?
The shitty thing is that I really don't trust anyone else on the freaking Bears defensive line at all at this point.
Oh, he's still there.
Oh.
I mean, he didn't do anything though.
Well, at this point, you're just picking guys because
but this guy got like 2 tackles, bro.
I wonder if we were looking at the same guy just now, you and me, because I'm looking.
He did like barely anything his rookie year. Oh God. Oh no, I'm gonna have to take him. No, I'm gonna have to take him.
Terrible. He was the same guy.
You were looking at him too?
I was looking at him, but like, I'm not gonna pick this guy. Like,
even this guy is better than who I was gonna. I should have just taken him. I should have just taken Isaiah Simmons, and I hate him.
See, I'm over here having chill vibes with everybody, and you're here just like, God damn
it. It's because I was looking at his
Skip. What's going on, bud? All right.
Peanut butter waivers. What's up, man?
Yeah. Okay. Let's see here. Okay. Now, this is an interesting.
I hate that pick for me right
now because who are they gonna have?
What's crazy is last week we had this draft went smoother.
Oh, he's double.
This draft went smoother last week with AFC North with less offensive pieces. Here we have more offensive pieces, and we're still struggling.
You know what? I think I'll just pick this guy because even though he's a backup, when he did start, he was solid.
When he did start.
No, when he did start. So all I'm saying is that if homie, gets hurt and this guy steps onto the playing field, this guy was really well. I really like him. I just gotta hope that I find him real quick. So, yeah, because I actually liked him. Problem is that obviously he's a backup. That's the only issue. But man,
are you thinking of who? Oh wait, hold on. I think I know who you're talking about. No. Okay.
Yeah. When he did start, he got 125 tackles. When he did, he was a beast. But it's fine. Byron Murphy's not bad either. That's also a good pick too. He could not wait fast enough.
I still haven't picked up. Wait, hold on. Where's Mark's boy?
Mark's boy.
Yeah, I don't have this guy. Yeah, Mark would have drafted him right now too.
There's really no.
No, there's one, but I already have. No, see if I say what I'm about to say, it's gonna give it away. But at this point, since I messed up on the last round, no, dang it.
So just so I know in the future, this particular scoring format. So I'm not talking about your leagues. I'm talking about like this particular format does have returns, right?
Yeah, we'll have returns. Everything that these guys normally do, we'll have some accountability. That's how I run my leagues. Everything they are like known for or something, they'll have some type of accountability for it.
Okay. I was just curious.
What up, Jamie?
Because then that actually makes things a little bit easier for me. Oh man.
I know Monique is struggling right now. This is deep stuff. She's a redrafter. This is so interesting.
Oh my gosh. Why
this
is
so interesting? But you know what? Hey, if you somehow manage to like pull it off.
Oh my god, he's still there. Oh my god, this is awesome. Purely for the wait, hon. What's the return scoring in this particular format?
15 every 15 yards is a point. Both sides.
Okay. Well, if I learned anything when it comes to returners, sometimes picking returners who generally get returned to because their team isn't that great are typically good for the volume's sake. So this is actually a weird volume pick, but this guy actually is not a bad returner. Like, he actually should get a lot of opportunity. And the Bears last year did prove to have a good returner. So I'll pick him because he does both kick return and punt return. So I'll get the bonus of both. And he was still there. So that's nice. Yeah, no. That was curious. And then the last guy that I have 3 guys still on my list, but they're all I should just, man, it feels so dirty of me to only have 2 linebackers. It feels really wrong. Like, I really kind of sort of wish that I would have picked a linebacker again, but then I know why I didn't because we only start 2. So my mind process, I get what I was thinking, but it's fine. And who's the – because I still got some DBs I like. Where is linebackers? You know, and one of these days I have to get, and I was telling Mark this too, I think. I said, well, one of these days I need to get one of you guys into one of my leagues. So you get to experience the full-on joy of everything. You know,
just one of your leagues?
Yeah. You know, one of my leagues, because it's not just about the returns and this and that. It's really just about the whole experience of it all, running your team like you're a GM, the different things that you can win. And, you know, I think that's something that I think you would enjoy. It does require a lot of work. I'm going to be honest. It does require a lot of work. It's more work on my end because I do all this extra stuff.
Like, why is this guy not here?
Which guy? I mean, you can say it, you know, you're going to pick him. So you can say
Well, I'm putting him on Anthony's team.
Oh, who are you looking for?
Zach Cunningham.
I think he was picked by Duarte.
Is that why? Oh, God.
Mm-hmm. By the way, you're at 5 seconds.
No, I'm not. I'm having to pick this idiot.
Trey McBride. Good pick, bro. He's getting traded to the Bears. Imagine.
Stop. Anthony, I'm going to punch you.
I know.
Anthony, I'm going to punch you in the face if you watch this.
You know, y'all need to invite me into your
Discord. First, I'm going to get my guy, okay? Because I'm thinking of my guy first. Because you
get your guy. Well, I look at linebackers that will interest me, sort of.
Well, I'm going to get Mark's boy because is he going to be – oh, my gosh. He'll be available in November. That's okay. That's okay.
So probably not those guys, not those cool cats. Kind of shitty because we don't know who that's going to be.
Here you go. I got my guy, but Anthony came here.
That's weird. Okay, so it can't be from those 2 teams, but you know what? This team. This would not be a bad idea. Really? He's the backup for him? That dude? Man, I don't know if I like this dude. But no.
Gosh.
You know,
and then I
you
gotta
already
pick
picked that, dude.
Yeah, it's because they keep giving him Brock Bowers.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like searching for guys he can have.
Yeah.
We got linebacker, DB, linebacker.
Kobe Keane's actually not a bad choice because Blake Cashman, his issue can be sometimes health related, so Kobe Keane might see the field.
And that's why I'm putting him there.
Or it could be this guy too, because technically either of these cats could get playing time. So I'll hold on to that. I do have one linebacker left on my board. Then I guess technically these other guys. But no, now that I realize that like y'all also do returns for this type of league as well, then perfect. Then I'll make sure to keep
Javon Bullard, okay, but at the same time, like I was going off by position. I'll throw him in there right now.
Mm-hmm. That's fine. But yeah, you'll have to invite me also into your guys' Discord too, because I've yet to actually join it. I have like a couple of y'all in my Discord, but
it's not active it's not active, bro. What I'll do, it's usually the most active is when the new episode of
also y'all.
What's that show that comes out? Oh my gosh.
Let's go. What? Hard Knocks?
Thank you. I'll usually stream it on there on Discord.
Let's go. Man. By the way, guys, there is still one decent linebacker that is a backup that's out there who's actually has some sort of merit. I don't mind saying it because to me, or at least the team, because for me, that don't matter because the guy I kind of want to pick, I kind of prefer for the upside swing. I'm going to dominate this league. I'm going to win one of these beautiful rings. Just kidding, guys. This is not for a ring. This is for points and a chance to win a jersey. What's the jersey, by the way? Or is it?
It's wherever you're at on your list. So for you, it'd be your first one. It'd probably just be the Dynasty Pylon one.
Ah, okay.
Your first one, there's people who are on their second one. There's people on their first one. Your first one's always the Dynasty Pylon one. Your second one is the alternative Dynasty Pylon. Your third one is going to be a player, and the fourth one is the custom one, like your name or whatever. So after you win the four, you're donezo. Like,
yeah. So okay, well then I'll make sure to do that.
But I mean, to win all four, you got to be. I mean, Anthony's been here since
Dotson,
and he hasn't won one yet.
I don't know, Jamie, where I'd be doing Dotson. On top of my head, I assume we're talking about the same Dotson, not some different Dotson. Because I've made that mistake a couple of times already. Man, that's crazy. No love for Eric Wilson, really? I mean, I get it. He's not hyper efficient when he's on the field, but when he is on the field, he does well. That's crazy. Although you can pick somebody for Anthony's team if you want.
I am. I'm gonna just throw some rookie in there.
Okay.
Someone.
Let's say because now I have a choice. I can either go Dorsey, who does returns, as well as will get some sort of playing time for the Lions, or I can go for the backup upswing of Wilson in case Ivan Pace gets hurt. Again, that was the thing with Wilson. So he's not hyper efficient, but he's a decent enough backup. So it just comes down to really the preference, I guess. Do I want a third linebacker or do I want the upside swing of a kick return?
At this point, though, man, like,
yeah. Either way, I guess if I really factor it in, I'll go with Wilson here just for the upside swing that are touchdowns for returns like 6?
Yes.
Okay, so it's not too crazy. Where do I have Dorsey listed on my returners? Let me see real quick.
Really? Oh, wow, Anthony, you got lucky with this one. Anthony, you got lucky.
Since but then Dorsey, it's not necessarily.
How is this guy still here?
Most people aren't going to freaking pick him.
I'm mad that he's still there, and I should have grabbed him.
Which guy?
Jeff Okuda. He's just in there. I know he's not productive, but he's still a starter.
Yeah, I'll pick it. Why not? If anything happens to Jaron Cooper, wrong team. If anything happens to Ivan Pace, which he's been hurt the last 2 years, he's missed some time, which is unfortunate. Then he'll be a good backup there. It's not bad. I actually really enjoy my team. Starting offense, I really enjoy. Love my linebackers. Only one defensive lineman, though. That might get me in trouble, but
You'll be fine.
I'll be fine. It's best ball anyways.
Mm-hmm. All right. Let's talk about, Monique's team.
Kings, it's I Kings.
This is definitely out of her element and definitely something she stumbled upon. I know she's not very in tune with IDP. She knows we do IDP. She's been hanging around with us for about 2 seasons now.
Nice.
But she is a redrafter, so for her to actually do this, and Monique, if you get yourself in at least, at least get yourself third, you still get a point.
Mm-hmm.
Second place, you get 2 points. First place, you get 3 points. So, Jalen Reed, Sam Laporta, Reynolds, Dobbs, pretty good, solid right there off the bat. That's going to be your main offense right there, week in, week out. And then this is where it kind of got a little weird with Van Ness is good. I like that pick. Williams is good. McDuffie, starter. And then McNeil and Stevenson's also pretty solid. Like, these guys will have the field. So it was definitely interesting and difficult, I know. But again, Monique has this luck, and she's joined our leagues before.
Mm-hmm.
She has joined our leagues before in past. I think she actually did our what was the one? Oh my gosh, I'm having a brain fart, but it's like 18 teams. It's like a cutthroat one. The last team with the lowest points get cut. See a team. Something team. Starts with a C. It's the last team that has the lowest points every week gets cut off.
Okay. What, the guillotine league?
Thank you. I had the last part of it. The guillotine. Yeah, thank you. I said team. I was like, there's a team there. So the guillotine league. She was in there and she survived pretty far.
Those are fun.
They are.
I like them. I like them. I also like those vampire leagues too.
So
those are also fun.
We haven't done a guillotine league in 2 seasons. I might do one this season. But we didn't have IDP involved then. It was just straight up offense. So I got to talk to the other shows if they want to come back. I ran one with them. I broke so many virgins that year. Almost everyone that joined had not have done it. I was like, hell yeah. I own you all. And I got pretty far. Like, I think
always works out that way.
I think Brian won it or Mark won it. And because we were part of the show, like, we just saved ourselves some money. So, and I think Brian won it, so it didn't even matter. So when it doesn't matter, Brian wins, but when it does matter, Brian like loses instantly. So I think it was during that time where Brian didn't have his jersey officially yet, and he I don't know, but or was it Mark? I can't remember, but one of those guys can probably refresh me. But yeah, no, she got pretty far. So overall, for your first time doing IDP and just the NFC North, we'll see if your top 4 guys can get you far enough to actually survive. So, which is not bad. So good job, Monique, for actually sticking around and doing the draft with us.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But I'll create a league. Do not leave, guys. Stay in the league. Do not leave. I'll create the league after the show. I'll mess with the points later on when I have time. But as long as you're in, I'll have it done before the season starts, and we have plenty of time to do that. Guys, if next week, if you want to join into the league, We're gonna do one of the South, East, or West divisions, and it's gonna be just players from that. So just like I said, we did last week with the AFC North. This week we did NFC North. So yeah, but no, not bad. What did you think of Monique's team? Considering it's her first time with so many elements.
This is what I love, and I love beginners, even when they're like joining my league for the first time. It's always amazing when you get to see someone get to experience something for the first time, and they didn't do bad. I don't think she did bad at all for her first time. No, it's definitely not bad at all, especially when you have to factor in only 4 teams you can pick from. Like that alone for anyone who does just redraft is like, okay, I have to really think deep and hard about that.
Also, Monique, don't have to worry about managing this one. It'll do it for you.
No.
So that's what's great about it.
Best ball is so easy. You just draft and you forget it.
Mm-hmm. Just don't leave. Don't leave. Yeah. Let me before someone accidentally messes up. I'm gonna make the league now.
Sure.
But go ahead. Keep.
But no, overall, let me see. I like the guy Reed. He's the most consistent person on the Green Bay Packers, so that's wonderful. Laporta, he is a solid tight end, as much as we're unsure what the new OC will be like. I like Laporta. Reynolds, not bad. Back up there. We'll see how that works out. You never know, because Monty did miss time at one point. Maybe Gibbs will this year. Who knows? Dobbs, again, nerd Packers. Any certain week he could go off. Won't be every week, but that's just the way the Packers are. You just pick one and hope for the best. Luke Von Ness, not bad. Again, for someone who doesn't do IDP, this is awesome to see them go lineman early. Always great to see it. McDuffie, excuse me. Like that pick. I've done that so many times with so many different names. It's so funny. Oh my God. And then Williams I like Duffy. Stevenson I enjoy. Hobbs, I was actually looking at Hobbs later, and you got him before I did, so that was wonderful. I love that for you. Overall, it's definitely for a first timer. I don't hate it. I can't really hate it. So
So again, I just put the setting to best ball right now, so everything's locked up. This is now your team. It'll be interesting to see what happens from here on out.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not bad. Baron's pretty. We
can do Duarte if you want.
Duarte's going to stick around, is he not?
Yeah.
I know. I want to get some of these East Coasters out of the way.
Sure.
Baron, I believe, is East Coast, and that's Brian's boy right there.
Mm-hmm.
Went with Monty and Chandler as his running backs,
and
then Addison and Burden, which is kind of interesting to see how the Bears offense and their receivers are going to be.
I mean, that's true. I do enjoy Addison being his first wide receiver, though, because that's a solid wide receiver too in any normal fantasy league. So that's solid to see. Burden will have to wait and see, though. He scares me a bit.
He does, because the whole Rome Dunze, obviously with DJ Moore being there, obviously it's. I don't know what to think, but it should be interesting if they actually use him on the wideout, and he could be one of those 80-yard bomb guys with 3 receptions, and that's about it.
Exactly, and maybe that's all you need him to be for that 1 or 2 weeks where he just goes off the whole season.
I'm not worried, Brian. I'm not worried.
He hasn't signed. So many rookies haven't signed.
Yeah, he'll sign. I'm not worried. These guys are going to end up signing anyways. They're going to cave in. They're like, dude, this is your career. Don't be stupid right off the bat.
Well, I forget whose team was it, and it was their fault that they gave a rookie a full guaranteed contract. I forget which team it was, but it happened this year for a second rounder, and they gave him a full contract. And now,
Harris,
everybody. I think it was which team was it?
I can't remember.
It might have been the Browns, but I could be wrong. But some team did, and it was so stupid.
You fell asleep. Well, guess what? Go ahead.
No way.
Finish your sentence. I got to talk to him.
Thank you. Yeah, no, you do that. But no, so it sucks because now every second rounder wants to get a full guaranteed contract. And that's why a lot of these guys don't want to sign. They don't want to sign nothing, guys. It's crazy to me. So moral of the story is that if you see a rookie hasn't signed yet, don't be scared. Don't be worried. It's gonna be fine. They will sign eventually, because if they don't, then what are they gonna do? Just sit there on the sideline? They haven't proved nothing yet. It's just like being a freshman in college. Your 5-star rating doesn't mean jack. You prove it on the field. So that's why I'm not too worried.
I just left and pulled a Brian.
That's fine.
All right. Anthony. You and me. Yeah, nobody's here.
You do.
You fell asleep? You fell asleep? I had to pick all your IDP guys. 2 of those guys I wanted, and you're lucky I gave them to you. I want to punch you in the face. If I could reach to this screen, I would choke you out. But I love you. And this is why you're the man. And you know you're always going to do it. And then, you know what? And I'm glad you don't have a jersey.
Yeah. Well, this is exactly why he does it, because he falls asleep on the job. He wants that jersey. He got to win.
But for the rest of Barron's team, I love Gary and I love Ivan Pace, Davenport, Murphy. Solid guys are going to be on the field. They're going to be good. McKinney's a very, very good choice there.
Mm-hmm.
I actually considered him in my Dynasty League. He was back. He was thrown back into the free agency. I actually considered maybe getting him. Mm-hmm. So he's going to be very involved with the Packers, the way they run their DBs. 100%. I would not be surprised if he takes one to the house this year. So
I like it.
Yeah. So a lot of us did not go tight end just because the scarcity in this division. So with Oliver could get himself if Hawkinson is banged up again. And that's kind of what you're kind of hoping there for. So, but yeah. 2 second round, they signed full guarantee contract. No one else is signed from the second round. Oops.
It's because of that stupidity.
Yeah.
Also, Ivan Pace, let's go. Glad fine.
Anthony, you did mess up the draft. You messed up the draft towards the end. Yeah, you messed up the draft the whole time. We'll talk about your stupid team that you messed up the whole draft falling asleep. Yeah. I like that you queued up your guys, and you did that last year. But then at some point, you always like went back to make sure it was good. Oh man.
It's not the point that he filled out his offense.
Well, but like, because he did this last year. He queued up his guys. And that's why was the question. I'm like, does Sleeper know? Or they and I think you answered it. Like, I don't think that the computer knows to prioritize positions. They just do by ADP, which in this case, it was the ADP. I did my best.
You did, you know.
And I actually got you a solid starter, 2 solid starters. One of them was lucky. I didn't realize he was still there. Yeah, his offense is going to be just fine. Should you guys do my team next? Yeah, absolutely.
Maybe.
I just had to get these East Coast guys out of the way because I didn't think Monique is probably out skis. Barron's probably going to go to sleep here soon as well. That this is your team now, guys. So, Kintz, Amon-Ra St. Brown. Good. I don't think anybody would have passed them up anyways. Roshan Johnson scares the crap out of me, but obviously from this league, it's probably a good choice. Loveland, okay. Let's hope that they use him. Edwards, good one right there. Definitely going to be in there. This is where it gets interesting. Tucker Kraft here in the 5th. After getting Loveland 2 choices,
I know. Yeah.
I don't know if I would have done that, but hey, he is the starter. And we were talking about the Green Bay tight ends earlier for a good hot minute, and we see the way they've been look like. Freaking Alec has him ranked 16, you said?
I have Kraft 13th.
Okay. I don't even have this guy outside the 20s, man. Like, it's just because the Packers just don't use. But you got Montez Sweat, Natalius, Cashman, Patrick, Johnson, Wyatt, Arnold, and Hargrave. So it went defensive heavy, except for Tim Patrick, which was an interesting choice there. I like that pick because I was kind of looking him there if Jalen Naylor wasn't. But yeah,
if I can say one thing about this team is that his offense really worries me. Like completely outside of Raw, who else does he have that's like a starting offensive guy? Because Kraft, sure, but like we just talked about, and Loveland's not even starting for his team. It's Komet.
If Raw can stay healthy and put up at least 12 points average, he can be fine.
Yeah,
which he's done before. And there's games where he has like 20 something. He could win those leagues.
Plus, he has only one running back, knowing full well that it's a backup running back. So that means most of the year from his running back position, he won't get very much points.
Yeah. So we'll see. But if Swift goes down, then yeah. But
of course.
Swift has never really been one of those guys. Yeah, he gets banged up, but he still plays a week or two later. Like I think I've seen Swift missed at least in the last couple of seasons a game to 2 max, and then he's back out there.
He is.
So, yeah.
No, I definitely agree with that. But no, I like the raw pay. I like some of his defense, and I like they got Cash Money, knowing full well that he is a best ball machine. But of course, he has to stay healthy. Cashman's one knock can be sometimes he has weaker knees, so to speak.
Yes, Anthony, we are. Yes. We are doing the division rounds every Wednesday until we finish. We have about 6 more. So
yes, we do.
But these remember we did this last year. We're doing the same division, 1 on each position, 4 and 4. So yeah. I think everyone's offense is very weak. So I think mine is you should have seen last week. Last week was terrible. At least this week there was solid number ones in the first 5 or first 2 rounds. I think outside of Jamar Chase last week, we were donezo. Last week, which I so happen to have.
I think that there's a couple really good offensive teams that I can see. So, not too.
Talk about your boy here.
Right, Duarte, my boy, Mr. West Coaster himself. Welcome on in. I hope you enjoy this, but I love that you got Jahmyr Gibbs as your first pick. What a stud. Guy has that upside to be RB overall 1 fantasy. I love the pick. Roman Dunze, he's going to have a killer year. I think he'll have the JSN year that JSN had last year, where he was sneakily – I mean, he could, though. That's saying now that they got Ben Johnson there, I mean – it's so possible, only because of that coaching staff. I believe in Ben Johnson. He can turn anybody into a top wide receiver. He's proven that. He could have that Jason last year, but for this year, for Rome, it's very, very possible. Caleb just has to be on the money. That's the only thing that's really preventing him. Hutchinson, you got arguably the best lineman or one of the best linemen in this NFC North. So that's huge. That's smart that they got Edmonds, solid LB2, but in your case, LB1. I like it. Joseph, a solid DB, man.
I like Kirby. He's pretty good. He's always been putting up numbers every year. Like he's not like someone goes after every single year, but he's like if you have him, you're satisfied and he's locked in.
Yeah, and then more I get, because at this point there's not much for starters.
You know what Kirby is?
What's up?
He's the Kyle Duggar of
interesting
of the DBs on this division.
Yeah,
he's like just always putting up numbers.
He is. I also like Brian Branch too, but I know he didn't draft him. But no, those two are great. More depth piece. I get that again from here. It doesn't really matter too much for offense because of thanks Anthony. But Milton not bad. Actually, that linebacker pick for the Bears, not a bad. I was looking at him because I'm a bigger fan of like those rookies and whatnot. So to me, I think that was a solid. Ruben's not bad. And then Naylor, I think it's one of the last offensive picks that are starters.
Yeah, I was looking at him that round and he picked him. Yeah. The one round I was gonna grab him. I was like, oh, I'm gonna get him, and then he got picked.
And then you pick Zach Cunningham. Again, that depth piece where if he gets playing time, who knows what could happen. Anything can happen with these guys. Williams, see what happens with that rookie. I'm sure he'll get some playing time. Rookie linemen are very hard to predict because they don't often get a huge role right out the bat. They have to work their way in. It takes them at least 2 to 3 years before they actually start seeing the real production work. So we'll see how that goes. Arnold and then Bullard, Bullard, and Hardman.
Javon Bullard, not bad.
No.
All right, so
not bad. Bullard's not bad. So, yeah. Overall, I don't mind the team. I think offensively it's not bad. Defensively, I really like the structure more. Mm-hmm. So I guess we talk about your boy next, Mr. Crown Royale.
Yeah, Anthony, we'll speed through ours real quick as well.
Sure.
Look, you had some pretty good queued up guys. That's all I gotta say. Up until it started deteriorating, and then the computer just started picking nothing but offense for you.
Mm-hmm.
So when it started giving you nothing but Brock Bowers after maybe pick 9, I had to manually go in and put in these guys for you. So I gave you Grady Jarrett. Isaiah Simmons I hate, but then I hated you at the time, so I gave you someone who I hated. And Kobe King could maybe sniff the field, if not. But then Jeff Okudah was still sitting there at the last round. You were lucky that he was just sitting there, and he's a solid starter. He's a former number 1 pick from the Detroit Lions, and his career hasn't been a number 1 pick. And this is probably why he's back with Nfc North. Didn't he go somewhere else besides Detroit? I thought he went somewhere else besides Detroit. Or was he?
Check.
I'm checking right now. But I don't think he was Houston. Oh, he went to Atlanta, Houston, and then there you go. That's where it was. Mm-hmm. So he went with Houston and Atlanta. Now he's back in the NFC North with the Minnesota Vikings. So, yeah. I hope that Josh Jacobs does good, and if he gets injured, it's fine. You have Lloyd.
Right? Yeah, no.
You got the handcuff, Anthony. and Wicks and Watson is done for the season. Good job there.
Yep.
And Wicks could,
some weeks you never know.
Only Anthony. It's fine. Fine. All right, your team.
Go ahead and talk about
with
it.
Swift, or let's go Brian.
Yeah.
First pick, we went with Jefferson, Williams, Raymond, and Scott as his wide receivers. Running back, Travis Homer. So, interesting choice. He just went with nothing but receivers. That's fine, because the first 3 guys are basically his money makers. Travis Homer is going to be there. If he just trips into the end zone, that's going to be a good week for him. Because the other 3 are going to pretty much going to be on the field like all the time. So these first 3 picks are going to be solid. And Hawkinson might be, a solid one that's going to get him, Well, then he went with Dallas Turner as a dual threat. Quay Walker, don't remember when he lost his dual threat of his defensive line, so that's kind of interesting. But now he's a solid linebacker only. I do like that. John Brisker, very good. I like him. And then with Kyle Gordon. So he went with Chicago's backfield. I hope one of them decides to have like a little dance off at the end when they think they're winning, and then they score on one of them again. That would be freaking fantastic for you. And then you lose out on points there because you literally went with the main guys there and DB wise in Chicago that you didn't even, and I think it's because I threw him off with the Brian Branch thing. He didn't know what to do. So, but his linemen, he went with Allen, Booker, and O'Dang. Defense was interesting for him though.
I see most of his points will probably come from the DB position.
Yeah. DBs and both his linebackers, which Turner's going to slide into the DL spot anyways. So that's why I was interested.
Yeah.
I was interesting to see how many D linemen he went still after that, despite getting Turner, knowing he is the DL spot. I think I probably would have gotten another linebacker with one of those D linemen, knowing that that's just me. I don't think
hey, when you got Jettis, Hawk, and Williams, those three are just going to be his bread and butter right there. Those three are going
to yeah. He could win just with the top 5 guys there. Oh, and Homer, because that's his main running back. So Homer's going to get himself a nice ring if he wins, just for showing up. And he's just there to not get fined. Is basically what Homer's there for on his team. That's it. For the most guys, they're going to carry him. Like, that's if Brian wins this and gets the 3 points for this league, I'm going to laugh.
Yeah,
because it's a very good possibility, because he's the one guy with Travis Homer who's like 4th on the depth chart, I think, or 3rd.
4th. Oh my gosh, dude! I know. So yeah, it's gonna be really odd. Like, he'll have to try to get some work as a returner, but he's not even slated as a returner. So,
bro, Brian, please, you got to name your team something related with Travis Homer if you make it to the playoffs with them. Like, everyone's gonna make playoffs, okay, guys? We're all gonna make playoffs.
It was clearly a Homer pick.
It's the where we're gonna be placed off on how many wins you're gonna get. It's yeah. If Homer, whatever. But yeah, isn't he a kick returner, or he used to be on the Seahawks? He used to be. I don't think he does.
Yeah, he's not slated as the Bears returner. That's the guy I picked up currently, but that could always change throughout the season.
I'm mad I fell asleep. I'm seeing you, Von Miller. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Well, you know what? It's fun.
Anyways,
what Von Miller is gonna do? What there?
He's exactly. Old, I don't know.
He's old. Listen. Is it cool to see Bobby Wagner and Von Miller right next to each other?
Oh,
that's kind of cool. 6 years ago,
I was gonna say.
But he's old. He's like, all right, God damn it, Von. Why didn't you retire? He's new. He's now the Big Ben of linebackers. You respect him, you like him, but
why couldn't he have retired like
when he was with Denver?
CJ Mosley. Like CJ Mosley finally called it quits. He rode off in the sunset. Might as well should have done that, Vaughn. Him and his dorky, nerdy glasses that he wears.
What's crazy is he is nowhere. He is the most country guy you'll ever meet.
Yeah, he's great.
Yeah. So overall, Brian, your first 6 picks outside of Travis Homer could just easily just win you the freaking league.
It's always possible.
Because Gordon or Brisker's going to swap out between the DB leagues. Turner's going to stay in the DL. None of these other freaking D linemen are going to outdo Turner. And Quay Walker's going to sit there nice because that's his home. If he doesn't get hurt, awesome. I hate Homer. I don't like that you have Homer there. Because if he wins, I'm going to hate Travis Homer even more.
Yeah, no, I understand because it's he wasted his pick, but he still won, so it didn't matter. It was just a flex.
Because Travis Homer's on a winning roster, man.
Exactly,
He's one of those guys. I've always brought him up every single time. He just somehow makes himself fantasy relevant week 9 or 10 because the Seahawks or whoever team he was on, all the running backs were just injured. And here comes along Travis Homer getting himself some points. I hate him so much. He's like the plague, man.
Homer is the guy on that roster that literally just shows up for the presentation and just gets points for just being there. Yeah. He didn't do any of the work.
Brian, who was the guy on the Chiefs, the running back, former running back for Denver?
Oh.
Chargers, Denver, and then that's the guy. That's what Travis Homer is now.
Oh.
He was a former Charger. Then he went to the Denver Broncos because he wanted to play against the Chargers, just to be spiteful. And then he went to the Kansas City Chiefs and got himself a ring. And we all made fun of him. That's Travis Homer. That's your guy. I can't remember of his name. He was a really good running back too. Dreadlocks, big, huge mofo. Wow. Nah, whatever. Anyways.
Yeah. No, anyway, so let's talk about my team. You can talk about my team.
Okay. I don't care what anybody says. I've always been a Swift fan, despite all the hate.
He's got the Swifties on his side.
He's always been a solid runner, no matter what. Even when he was with Detroit, I still don't understand that Detroit. Le'Veon Bell, no. Charger, Denver, and Kansas City, and you give me Le'Veon Bell? No.
Le'Veon Bell played for the Steelers first.
Did I say Steelers?
No, you did not.
Exactly. So how is this man giving me Le'Veon Bell? Get the hell out of here, bro.
He just wants to raise your blood pressure, you know? That's what he wants to do.
So I really enjoyed when Detroit Lions drafted Swift. I really thought, damn, that's going to be a moneymaker right there. When they got rid of him, I was very shocked. I was like, why? He's really good. And then he went to Philadelphia and he flourished. And I'm like, that's what you guys got rid of. You guys are morons. And now he's with Chicago and he's still putting up numbers, but not as good as he was on the other two teams. But he's still a solid starter, still putting up solid numbers. Yeah. I can't argue with Swift, and he should be in everyone's solid starter lineup list. In my opinion, he should be in the flex or higher every week. I don't care. Aaron Jones, old bastard, is still running and still getting it done. I don't know how, what juice he's drinking, but again, if he gets injured, which he will because he always gets injured, he's going to miss out on 4 weeks. It's always about four weeks every season. Name me a season where he doesn't play a full season, or where he plays a full season.
The only two that I can find, unless you count 2019, because I forget when they moved up to 17 games, was last season. The year before that were the only 2 seasons where he played all 17 games. And last season's when he actually had like one of his best years. So I don't know. I only picked it because he was a starter. I'll be honest. LaShawn McCoy, what?
He's just.
You're talking about my boy LaShawn McCoy. I know he is. He's just trying to get on.
No,
both are nerds now.
He's just naming running backs now. You might as well just give me freaking Glenn Coffey. Jesus. No. So. Yeah, he's going to get hurt, and you're going to lose him for about 4 weeks. So that's why I was surprised you didn't go after another running back later, knowing that he's going to be gone.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I would have loved to have Mason, but I know that he was going to be gone.
But,
you know.
Yeah. But the thing is, it is only one starting running back. So between the two, if one of them's in and you get Golden, Komet, and if Duvernay does anything great, then
they'll be just in returns, baby. That's all you do.
I like your team offensively is very interesting. These guys all played in Kansas City, ended up with their no, bro. All right, the Chargers drafted this running back. This is where he made his fame. I can't. Oh my gosh, I hate when I have brain farts like this. He's a very good player and he's a very good running back, and he was a starting number 1 running back on everyone's fantasy team. He was with the Chargers for most of his career.
They
dropped him. Then he went to the Denver Broncos, despite all the money all the other teams.
Are you talking about Melvin Gordon?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what
yes.
About. Yeah.
Le'Veon Bell and Sean McCoy, get the hell out of here, bro. Yes, Melvin Gordon. That's your Travis Homer. That's your Travis Homer. That's your Le'Veon Bell. if you win this league and get 3 points, that's your Gordon. God,
yeah,
Sean McCoy.
Yeah, and I picked Kmet just because Ben Johnson loves using his tight ends, so I expect Kmet to do something, even with those 3 receivers there.
Anthony, you still awake? Because I think you fell asleep last week. I need to ask you a question.
Any team not drafted is an F. Also should be an A because I wouldn't be losing to you dudes. You're funny, Jamie. Suspicious, Jamie.
Interesting. We'll get in next week.
Yeah, exactly.
Get in next week and prove your point.
I'll you around and you can kiss the ring.
All I'm gonna say is your defense is set. Campbell and Cooper, I absolutely love. I love Cooper so much. He's definitely one of my favorite linebackers upcoming. I think he's gonna be fantastic. I've liked him a year before he was even drafted. I'm like, that kid is going to be special. And whichever team they're going to happen to get him. And you know what's crazy? I'm pretty sure if we go back to the Edgerrin Cooper short or video that we have, I'm pretty sure I was making fun of Brian saying, I hope he ends up on the Packers. Sure enough. But
it's a great fit.
I'll go watch. But anyways, I like him a lot. I can get an F for this. Yeah, you definitely get an F. You're getting punched out too. Crazy man. You're losing this one for sure. Thank you for playing, but you lost the NFC North. You lost the NFC North. Not just saying. But yeah, if you get your solid kick returns in, you'll be fine. But
yeah, exactly. That's the only reason why I had him, because he does both those returns, and I really enjoy my DBs for the most part. Yeah, no. Overall, I like the team because at least offensively, I know I'll be getting points consistently, regardless of what position. And I really love those linebackers, man, and the DBs I get fine. And Dexter's Dexter. I know Brian, for some reason, when I talked to him about Dexter, he wasn't a fan of Dexter, but I like him for fantasy. I just think that dude's going to get better and better every year as a D tackle. I just really do.
Yeah,
he's young too.
Brian, Anthony. All right, look, I asked you this last week. I think you fell asleep towards the end of the week. I wanted what division should we do next? So pick a division. We're probably going to do whatever division of that is. And then we'll probably, if you pick a West one, then we'll do both West the following one. So, yeah. So pick your division. Jamie, man, I can't wait to draft IDP in these leagues because I have a cheat code.
Oh, download. I like it. Gamer logic. AB.
Of course. All right, Nfc South.
Oh, that's fun.
Okay. And then the following week we'll do AFC South. We'll take care of the Souths next. So yeah, we'll do that. Do we really want to talk about mine, or should we end it? We're sitting at 2 hours.
Here, I'll just breeze through your team real quick. All right, DJ Moore, love it. True wide receiver 1, alpha dog there, love it. Mason, solid running back for when Aaron Jones decides to call it quits and gets hurt. Then you have him. Love him. He's a great steal. Branch, I really love Branch. I think getting him here, even as early as you did, wasn't bad because it made someone named Brian panic a little bit. So I think it's funny. Van Ginkel, you and I already had a conversation about it. Love the guy. Amazing guy. Love the talent. Eric Wilson again. Anything happens, saw back up there.
It's so weird there with the Packers situation.
It is. See,
if Jacobs goes down, then it's like, okay, do you go with Lloyd? They use Lloyd a lot, but
what they'll probably do is they'll probably have a split backfield where Lloyd will probably start it, but if Lloyd doesn't, get the contact after yards kind of thing, then they'll probably switch up. That's how I expect them to do it. It's the same way that I look at their tight ends, where you don't really know for certain who's going to be the second guy or the main guy outside of, in this case, Jacobs, but we'll see. And then Zacchaeus, I think, will also be, again, he showed flashes when he had a good quarterback with him. So for real though, my co-host is top 5. IDP ranker. Okay. Hey, that's fine. He be top 5 and you can still lose. That's fine because you're not him. It's fine.
But yeah, come back next week.
All that talk and smack you down. Make you kiss
I'll
the ring, buddy.
I'll have the notification and I'll have the league invite in the description below to get in next week.
Anzalone,
and we're doing NFC South apparently.
Love that linebacker pick because that's the other guy next to Campbell. Very solid. Nixon, obviously, I think I would have picked Nixon if I realized that there was returns, but Nixon is a golden boy for returns, and I guess he's not playing nickel anymore, which kind of I missed that. But right cornerback, he'll still make plays. He'll get you like 2 or 3 pass deflections, maybe 2 or 3 picks, and he'll get you a decent amount of tackles. He's an athlete stud, and I love that. Yeah, Felton, not bad for depth, obviously. Barnes, and pretty much your next 3 linebackers are definitely just in case someone gets hurt, and then boom, there you go.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah,
and then Oliver, same. It was very interesting towards you. But yeah. But guys, we will do this again next Wednesday. I'm actually going to be available this Sunday, which is weird. I'll probably be early morning. So whatever we're cooking up Sunday, we'll be there Sunday. It seems like we're doing rankings is what's happening. I think they did running back rankings last Sunday,
last Sunday.
I think him and Mark or Brian and Mark did running back rankings.
Yes, and then I joined really late because
you did. Yes. Did they do quarterbacks already?
No, I don't think they've done anything else. I can check your channel.
I'm like looking right now.
I don't see anything else besides running back.
But I think we'll probably do more rankings or whatever we decide to do.
That'd be fun. Because I'm genuinely curious to see how we'll think about it. And then how do we want to do the rankings? Like I said, if I do quarterback or tight ends, I typically look at it from like that super flex or tight end premium kind of aspect. But you can do it however you really like. It's content at the end of the day.
Yeah. So, but again, this is going to be our best ball league. So hopefully, you guys now know some of these players in depth. And you know what? If you guys want to pay attention to the ones you're winning, and you guys look in your depth chart and look, I'm like, oh hey, I know that guy. It's kind of nice to know about IDP. That's the fun part about IDP. You don't look at just offense. You look at the guy. Like, honestly, if I have an IDP player and I'm like, oh, I hope he tackles my running back.
Right?
It's almost a stack right there.
My God. I said that so many times. So
it's fun. I honestly, I've won Monday nights like that.
Oh, did I ever tell you how there was a dude that I played against? He had the starting running back, and I had both the Minnesota Vikings starting linebackers, and they were the only ones tackling him, and he lost by like 20 points because of that. He got so mad. I said, dude, what were you expecting? Like, come on now. You were just feeding me points. Thank you, by the way. I love those moments.
But yeah, Jamie, look, if you want to come in next week, hopefully I'll be home a lot sooner than I expected, because even last week I was running late too. We'll try and make this thing happen where it'll start, because this is probably the latest we've ever been on Wednesday.
Yes.
So
sure.
Yeah, things went a little haywire today. But again, thanks for joining in. We filled it up, so that's good.
We did. That's a positive.
So next week we'll do, what was it, Anthony? NFC South.
NFC South.
So yeah, that's my division there. That is the Falcons, Tampa Bay, Panthers, and the Saints. So that should be interesting. Very interesting. Oh my gosh. So yeah, and then we'll do AFC South the following week. So get in. If you win the league, you get 3 points. You win the following year, you get another 3 points. Or if you get an accumulation of second, third, and first, however more points you get towards the end of the season, you get yourself a jersey. It'll be the Dynasty Pylon one. I think everyone here doesn't have one yet, from what I'm remembering. And then plus all the redraft. This is the good thing about being here in the summer. You guys have a stronger chance of getting a jersey compared to the redrafters, unless your name is Monique. Thank you again. I'm pretty sure she probably fell asleep already because it's late. But she came in randomly and she tried to get herself into there, so it's fine. But yeah, Sunday. See you guys early, bright and morning. I will be there. So
yes,
it's going to be a hard division. Yeah, no, it really is. It really is. So
yeah, it will be fun.
Is this a tournament draft or a single entry? It's kind of a tournament thing. So it's based off points. So we just did NFC North today.
Mm-hmm.
Last week we did AFC North. So both those divisions are shot. Okay. So those teams are in there. The only reason we're in there is to save the channel some money and bragging rights.
There you go.
Okay, that's why we're in there. And I think it's kind of fun that we get to like beat you guys and whatnot. So but anyways, next week get in, and if like say you win that division, it'll add you 3 points. If you get second, you get 2 points, and your points will add up. So there's 8 divisions, right? So total, you get however points accumulation at the end of the season, and I'll go look at who won, do a tally mark, and then I'll just notify you. And you guys probably won't even know until like, unless you guys are paying attention, you guys probably won't even know until like towards the end of the season. So yeah. Run pass off beats IDP every single time.
Oh, it's a different channel, RPO. I think that's one of his. I want to say, Jamie.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. I see. We still have to talk to Jamie about collabing and crap.
I was gonna say because I know several guys that'd be really interested about working with you guys, or like having one of you guys on their show as well, like Club Fantasy, FFL. There's obviously Jamie here. There's guys like Get Right Fantasy. I mean, there's a bunch of different channels. Which if you guys are interested about it, I can always set things up. So if you guys want to do,
once August rolls around, everyone comes out of the woodwork. I think Get Right they push out more while in season. I think they're late too. They're really late.
Yeah.
So and they have a good group of guys.
Show too.
I think their staff is like 8 dudes. Like they have a show 2-3 times a week, and it's and they're a good group of guys. I like them.
And then there's John Manchi, I think. I'm so sorry if I'm butchering your name if you were to watch this, but he's another guy too I'm supposed to eventually work with because he does a lot of great things right.
IDP Hunter, I remember. That sounds very familiar.
Yeah.
Familiar. And it wouldn't surprise me if I actually listened to it.
Yeah, no, Club Fantasy's great. Ryan's great. Yeah, I like him.
But yeah, no. Collabs are great. They are. They're fun.
I love working with everybody. I mean, that's how I started here. It was all because the opportunity given to me by you, Martin, and Brian. When I talked to both of y'all, because I was really eager to get my foot in the door, and now I'm here.
Yeah, we're just growing. We're just doing this like for fun. I love doing it.
We definitely can, Jamie.
So, yeah, guys. Anyways, let's push for Sunday. Wednesday again. Be here. I'll have the fantasy. I'll have the mock draft, or not the mock draft, the actual league invite in the bottom description below, just like I do today. So yeah, you can start looking 30 minutes before the show if you want and get that advantage. Just don't be Anthony and fall asleep. So.
Yeah, no. If you want to ruin the draft for everybody, fall asleep. If you don't, stay alone.
So with that being said, we'll see you guys on Sundays. We'll probably do some more rankings during that time. But overall, it wasn't a bad draft. We filled it up. I was surprised. I thought we were going to end up filling one because I know last week we ended up filling it. So, but yeah.
Yes, exactly, Jamie. Hit that like button, subscribe.
Yeah. So, all right, guys. Good morning, good evening, good night, wherever the hell you guys are at watching. Thank you for coming in. That's Alec. I'm Martin. We will see you guys Sunday morning as we do more rankings or whatever Brian decides to have cooked up. Because usually Sundays are just like my day where I just don't wake up on time because I'm on the West Coast and they set up their show 2 hours way in advance, and I wake up at 7 a.m. with a coffee, half asleep. And those are the times where my glasses usually come out with the hoodie, like during season, and it's been a known character. the glasses hoodie guy during season. It's just I can't wake up in the mornings when I walk. So yeah. But anyway, guys, take care, and I'll see you guys on Sunday.
Yeah, I'll see you guys later. Peace out.
Jesus Christ.
Getting hyped when I aim up, elevating that game up, stepping up to the competition. Only first place, yeah, that's how I'm living. I'm winning till they digging up my grave, eating all the things up on my plate. Game face when I step up in the place. I was born and when I watched me elevate. When I watch me elevate.